Back in 1992, look at this giant rail. And then he does a trick that clearly I'm not able to do. What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Old School Review, the series where I review skateboarding videos from the past that inspired me. Today we're doing Plan B skateboards, questionable, all the way back from 1992. So let's rewind to the 3-minute mark and hit play. Now, don't get it misunderstood. I was not skating in the year 1992, so it's kind of hard for me to say that this skateboarding video actually inspired me, because it really didn't. I didn't have this on VHS. I didn't know anyone that had this video. My first video was Zero Misled Youth, but I feel like this video maybe inspired that as far as skating big handrails and just pushing the limits of skateboarding. Then again, I wasn't skating back then, so I don't know what the climate of skateboarding was. I watched this and I assume that this was like next level mind-blowing, because as you'll see, Pat Duffy here doing back nose blunts. In the end, he backsmiths through a kink, and considering that was 30 years ago, and for it to still hold up today, that's pretty impressive and inspiring. This video is also like an hour long, so for me, look at this waste of my time. This isn't a ninja review, but certainly a waste of time right here. What is this? I would love to see what skateboarders could do on this rail today. Oh yeah, I'm only gonna review the best parts in my opinion. Pat Duffy and Rodney Mullen, obviously the beginning and I think the last part. Colin McKay has a really great part in this too, and you can kind of see it's interesting that these guys were all on the same team, but had such different approaches to skateboarding. I mean, you look at skateboard videos today, you know what, it's funny. I talked about this the other day. Skateboarders hate the Olympics, right? But this new generation of skateboarding literally has a dress code. If you ride for a certain team, you have to wear your goofy short fucking pants. You have to wear your turtleneck. You have to have a water ball in your hand. You have to have loose trucks and rails on your skateboard. Everyone has to look and act exactly the same. But collectively, they all have to be weirder than the other team. You have to pick music that no one would ever use, that's mostly in another language. Whereas back then, skateboarders could be unique, but still be on the same team. But it's also an issue of, back in the day, to be unique, it took more than, you know, some new gender that just came out and a pair of like goofy pink glowing pants. Back then, it had to be, you know, creating a new trick, skating a new terrain, hitting the biggest rail, inventing a flat ground trick that's never been done before. That's how these guys stood out. Back in 1992, look at this giant rail. And then he does a trick that clearly I'm not able to do. Slappy grind. If you guys caught last week's video, I tried to pull off a slappy unsuccessfully. I guess I just didn't do it according to the rules. Pat Duffy, it's also impressive that, let's say, like, how do you measure the height of someone's career? Like, I'm sure there was a million people who watched this and said, oh my god, my mind is blown. But Pat Duffy came out with a part, like, what, 1 year ago? That was still really impressive. So that's certainly inspiring, especially for somebody like me, who's only been skating for, what, 21 or 22 years? And I'm already, like, talking about, oh, my back is in pain, I can barely ollie, you know, knee pain and things like that, where you got people like this, Andrew Reynolds, Jamie Thomas, right, Tony Hawk, people that have continued to just rip and rip and rip. It's something to behold. What do we got here? Let's skip to maybe Colin's part. Maybe we'll get some. Here's him skating street, but if we fast forward to the vert, I was gonna skip this, but you know what? We might as well see this, because I think this holds up today too. I haven't seen a vert contest in a long time, but this guy looks like he's, I don't know, 3 years old, and just not only ripping with style, but also these lines are really long. And you'll also notice that in the Rodney Mullen part, there's no more like do a flat ground trick than do a ledge. And well, for vert, there's no like do a crazy trick and then celebrate. All these tricks are like 1 trick, 2 tricks, 3 tricks, some big line. And also, if you listen to this, if you click the video yourself, by the way, link in the description, High Quality Skate Videos is a YouTube channel. They only have 400 subscribers. Definitely check them out because you could never before them get any of these videos in this good of quality. And I know it's not that good of quality, but if you would have seen what they had on YouTube before this channel came out, you would be disappointed. Back nose blunt's really going heavy in this video. But yeah, the huge height here. I was gonna say, if you listen to it with audio, you can hear him slap his tail on a lot of these re-entries, which I don't know if that's easier or harder. I think the most air I've ever gotten in anything vert related, it's like 1 foot. Maybe we'll do that for a video. Also, if I'm skating something like this, I'm doing the early grabs, right? You can send me back to when I was 5 years old, and that's what you got these kids in King of the Groms, kind of, I don't know, these young kid skate contests. It's all early grabs. Anyways, let's fast forward. I wrote down the 23 mark. That's when we get the Randy Mullen skateboarding part right here. Is going fast. Hand on the knee for extra boost. Jumps down there. I mean, look at the filmer's running. Rodney, can you please fall? I'm having a heart attack. Look at this. Was he gonna go frontside? I don't know. Sometimes you watch the Rodney Mullen lines, you don't even know if he has it planned. Also, a lot of these tricks, I'm not even sure what's happening. Nollie 360 front foot flip is what I would say. Fuck, I don't know. Nollie 3 shove, late flip, front shove, late varial. I don't know what's happening. I will tell you, I'm not a fan. Like, I would call this fake steez, but I think this might just be how the guy skates. But when people skate like this these days, when they put their arms way out, or you get a lot of people landing and they go like, ooh, they try to make the trick look harder. But okay, someone in the comments, let me know why this is so slow-mo. It appeared to be just a regular varial heel flip. I've never been able to figure it out. Let me know. The old double heel flip to tic-tac. Probably fell on this next trick because you'll see the transition here. Someone on stream the other day asked me my favorite Rodney Mullen part. And I think a lot of them, listen, if you're going just by tricks, like, they're all really good, right? But some of them, the soundtrack doesn't seem to match how I feel like the skating should be. So I had to go all the way back to 92 and say questionable. I think this is probably my favorite Rodney Mullen video part. I kind of like the one where it's like, people are strange, man, you're all strange. But then again, that one's, like, I don't know if this ages for me. All right, you get Pat Duffy backsmithing through a kinked handrail. You go, oh my God, that's fucking amazing. Then you get Rodney Mullen just doing all these flat ground tricks. You know, I guess they both hold up in their own way. Because now you got people doing switch smiths through kinks on handrails. And then you got people like Johnny Geiger out here. Just some random, quote, internet skater who truly is inventing newer tricks. And he just did a video on Rodney Mullen recently where he copied one of his lines. But you're not going to copy this line, Johnny Geiger. That's a goddamn promise. Why? Because there's a handrail. Johnny Geiger ever skates a handrail. I think it was part of like some Dragon Ball Z rules. Like, oh, I can be the best skater, but I can never handrail. And if you do, he'll explode. So don't ever, listen, there's a very logical explanation. Or this right here. The guy just never stops. And the amount of tricks that I've never seen before, and I don't know, I'm not the biggest skate video buff, but I've never seen anyone redo like that trick. Maybe that dude, what is his name? Brian. Oh, I can't fucking think of it right now. You guys know in the comments. The guy that does the heel flip late shoves and the crazy like varial heel late shoves and hard flip late flips. What the fuck is his name, dude? I'm Arnett. Brian Arnett. God damn it. I would have felt so dumb if I couldn't remember that guy. I'm actually a big fan of his also. Not the vlogs, just the skating. Vlogs are absolutely fucking horrible. I mean, what do you want, guys? I want to see the skating. I don't want to hear you guys talk all day. I know YouTube is a different place than just strictly VHS skate videotape, but my God. A lot of really just great skateboarders out there. We're kind of getting off topic here. Rodney Mullen, certainly inspiring. I always watch this and I'm like, dude, he's fucking up the basketball game. Why couldn't you go like a little closer to the fence? Because you'll see right here, he goes right next to somebody. And then just still skating, dude. What the fuck? The flat ground line, it doesn't hold up so much, but that one is still certainly impressive. And then, like, who's doing shit like this? No one. No one. Do we get the, somewhere in here there's a Casper slide. Oh, and then the ultra slow-mo. I used to always wonder if he uses his back foot, heel drag, by the way, if he uses his back foot to flip these. I've never been much of a tray flip doer, but really impressive. And that's it. The video continues to go on. Look, we're only 28 minutes in. It's an hour-long video. So I don't know how much this cost back in the day. Maybe like a nickel. You pay a nickel and you get a skate video, but well worth what you pay for it. And who is this? See, if we click any other video parts, I'm just gonna be embarrassed by not knowing who anybody is. But yeah, like, the style doesn't hold up because nowadays everyone wants to land their tricks super clean, super square, no tic-tacs, no wiggling. Back then, that wasn't a rule. All right? Ninja Lifestyle had not been born yet. He did not create the rules yet. If you guys want... I'm taking credit for the entire evolution of skateboarding. Fuck it. It's true. Anyways, strongly recommend you guys watch this video. I'm not really a big guy on like, oh, you must know the history of skating. But in this situation, I think it would be enjoyable. I think if you've never seen a video from before the year 2000, or for some of you guys, maybe you don't even know what a VHS tape is. It came out before CDs. CDs nuts in your mouth. It came out even before those, even before nuts jokes. They had VHSs. And I don't know if you can VHS my nuts in your, I don't think you can. You can't do it because that was, listen, it was a whole different world back then. That's all I was trying to say. Not that I was a part of it, but I'm saying if you don't know the history, or at least you haven't seen a little bit of it, go back, do yourself a favor. I think you would enjoy it. And also do yourself a favor and definitely subscribe to high quality skate videos. Again, a link will be in the description. I did not get any submissions this week for Ninja Review. Well, okay, I got one. The first time this has ever happened. Someone submitted a video and then they unsent the message on Instagram. So I would love to review your guys' videos. We don't need to review this garbage from 1992. I'd rather review you. And if you want to submit your video to me, the process is very simple. Just go back and watch an episode of Ninja Review, and I explain how to do it in 3 easy steps. I'm filming this video on Halloween. I hope you guys had a happy Halloween, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure to subscribe, right? That's what all this stuff is telling you to do right now. See, it's moving and clicking. Make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys, tomorrow with another video. We upload several videos throughout the week. Kuna Matata, bitches. In the arms